everyone, Skywatch here. It's July 24th, 2014, 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. A little hazy today. Other than that, nothing to report. Right now, watts per meter square are at about 925. Looking west towards the ocean. I'll be back for an afternoon report. Thank you. Hello everybody, Skywatch here. 7/24/2014, and it's about 7:20 right now in the evening. Not a substantial day for clouds. It was hazy today and continues to be hazy into the evening, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit. This haze that some people think is pollution. It's, quite obvious to me what it is. It's a chemtrail haze, and we'll pan out and I'll just show you what I'm talking about. We're heading westward here. Obviously the sun's setting, and you should be able to see the ocean just past the last ridge, which you can't even see on this camera. Even as I zoom in, it's not there. Now, this is something that's been progressing all day. Earlier, and on every video, you hear me referring to watts per meter square, and I'm going to explain that. But the watts per meter square dropped 48 watts today at noon from the time I read it this morning. So what that's telling me is that there was less irradiance from the sun actually hitting the ground, and the sky was like what you're seeing right now. There was no clouds in it. So what is it that's causing the sun to be blocked? It's this haze, and I see this quite frequently, and it's not pollution. I mean, there might be some pollution mixed in with it, but there's, we normally have a nice cool ocean breeze coming in, and the air's pretty clean up here. I'm filming this at about 2,100 feet altitude, Southern California, just north of San Diego, and it's normally clear, but today, like I said, we have this haze, and I see this all the time, and I refer to this as a chemtrail haze because that's what I think it is. Now, on to okay, we're north panning east right now. These are just some evening clouds. I see this type of cloud a lot. They seem kind of wispy. And that's it, folks. See you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. These are rather strange looking, dark. They almost look lenticular-like, but they're not. Odd-looking cloud formation indeed. Not sure how good my zoom is working. It doesn't like to focus on clouds. On to what I was talking about with watts per meter square. I use what is known as a Daystar meter, and it's from the Daystar Corporation. And what that does is it actually measures the watts per meter square. I'm going to show you on this tracker exactly how it works. Now I aim it right directly at the sun when I'm checking for Skywatch, but I would use it as in the manner that I'm going to show you now if I was checking the performance of this PV array. This is the meter, and it has a little solar panel on it, and if I were checking the performance of this array, I would hold this meter just like this, and I can tell how many watts per square meter are actually hitting this solar panel. And as they're tested at certain parameters, you can derive the performance or lack thereof. Now I get calls all the time from people, you know, my solar system isn't performing, and it's a beautiful bright day, and I'll go out and yeah, there won't be a cloud in the sky, but you know, we'll only be reading about, you know, 700-800 watts per meter square. And you know, when I started, I'm in the renewable energy business, so when I started this 11 years ago, 12 years ago, well 2000, a little bit longer than that, I was normally reading, you know, between 14 and 1600 watts per meter square every day on a solar day, every day. And you know, the most I see now is 1000 to 1200. And the only difference is I see airplanes spraying chemicals in the sky. So that's why, you know, I started this Skywatch channel, and I have tons of photos that I'm working on making videos of them right now, and just trying to organize them as I've just started this. So you know, I'm doing the daily updates. It doesn't matter where I'm at. I keep my camera with me at all times. So if I see something strange, or you know, and I'm always looking up, so you know, I can film it relatively quickly within 5 minutes of seeing it. So a little background on myself and why I'm doing this. It's just mainly to help bring awareness. There are other YouTubers out there that are doing the same thing, and you know, I invite you to join forces with me. Let's pull up and try and help bring awareness to this geoengineering project that's happening right now. And it's not just here in Southern California or even the United States, it's worldwide. And it's not good for the planet. And I don't care what the scientists say. You know, it can't be. There are particles of rumored of barium, aluminum, and all kinds of things that you hear and read about from people taking samples of this, you know, stuff that's in the air, and it's falling into the soil. It's killing trees. In Northern California, they're losing a lot of trees. They're blaming it on the beetles. The beetles are actually coming in after that, and there are samples, soil samples, that prove that there are high contents of metal in the ground. And you know, where does high contents of aluminum come from in, you know, Northern California mountains at, you know, 6,000 to 7,000 feet up? You know, it's not coming out of the ground. It's being sprayed. So, you know, that's my biggest thing here, is just to help bring awareness to people, and you know, hopefully, we can get this figured out as as a world of people, and get this stopped, and get our planet back. And it's just one of the small issues with our planet right now, but it's a big issue to me. And I think that we all deserve to have clean air to breathe. And right now I just don't know how clean the air really is. And it bothers me, and it should bother everyone. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to give you guys a little background. Nothing substantial today to report anyways. So be safe, thanks for watching, and keep your heads up. All right.